Family of an elderly woman who died after getting trapped inside of a walk-in freezer of an assisted living facility is now speaking out in hopes of raising some awareness here. News Specialist Garna Mejia has been digging into the case all week long here. Garna, what failed? What happened?
Mike, that's a great question, and that's exactly what the state's Adult Protective Services is investigating. In the meantime, Tony Rubik tells us that when he went to find a place for his mom, he looked at those obvious things, at how nice it was, how clean it was. But he says there's other things that are just as important that we might not even think about, like staffing levels.
There was no stopping her. That was her personality. She was just sweet and honest.
Tony Rubik says his mother, Ricky, always had a smile and loved caring for others.
I know she was just a free spirit. She wanted to hike. She still wanted to do things.
But a few years ago came a diagnosis the family had been fearing: Alzheimer's and dementia.
And I started noticing things that she was saying or doing.
Eager to have her close, Tony moved his 75-year-old mom to St. George.
So I brought her up here with me and thought that I was going to be able to keep her safe.
As her illness progressed, Tony realized Ricky needed a specialized setting. She moved into the Meadows at Escalante.
First day in there, she was walking a lady and helping her.
Tony hoped Ricky would settle in, but just 2 months later came a disturbing phone call. On January 18th, Ricky was in the ICU, barely alive, her extremity severely injured by frostbite, and she was suffering from hypothermia. Her body temperature was at 79 degrees.
They went through quite a bit to try to warm her up slowly, internally. And it was awful.
It appears Ricky had somehow gained access to the facility's kitchen and was trapped in the walk-in freezer. Hours passed before she was found.
That's hard to accept. I don't understand that 100%. I don't accept that as okay.
Ricky died 4 days later. A Utah Department of Health and Human Services report from January 25th shows the Meadows license was placed on conditional status after the incident, and several other violations were discovered. The facility was fined more than $10,000.
To me, the most tragic part about this case is how easily preventable it was. It's as simple as having a lock on the kitchen.
Ricky's family is pursuing legal action against the Meadows in hopes of preventing another tragedy.
I can't imagine not trying to help prevent this. I think she'd actually be upset with me if I did.
Now, the St. George Police Department tells me that they will not be seeking criminal charges in this case. They found that throughout their investigation. Now, what we did receive, however, was from the Meadows. They declined to answer any of our questions, but they did send us a statement, and they said that they remain 100% dedicated to serving their residents and that they offer their condolences to Ricky's family for her passing. You can read the full statement on KSLTV.com. Back to you.
Awful situation there, Garna. Thank you.